Jack was having a really rough day. He was realizing that his New Year's resolutions just really weren't happening, and he was getting some feedback from friends and family that he really seemed to be slacking off on that. And he had his annual review, and that didn't quite go as well as he was hoping it would either. Um, just felt like he was being criticized all the time, and he was getting really frustrated and upset, and started to kind of feel like just everything's against him. That's because he was focused on the criticism and not on allowing the criticism to be constructive criticism. So, what's the difference? Well, criticism can be used to cut down or hurt someone, especially if the person giving it's being very critical and isn't doing it to really help, but more to hurt. That can really just cut someone down. Constructive criticism is cutting down um, whatever wasn't working before, but with the intent that it can be reconstructed, that it can be built back up. So criticism just kind of knocking something down. Constructive criticism is knocking it down and then building it back up. One of the wonderful things about this is that if something's criticism or constructive criticism, it doesn't matter what the intent of the other person is. What matters is how we take that and what we do with that. Because even if someone's offering criticism because they're trying to just plain hurt us, there might be some truth to that. And if we can pick out that truth and apply it to ourselves and make change and reconstruct that part that they're criticizing, we take their spiteful, their hurtful criticism, and we make that constructive criticism. And that is something we have control over. So back to Jack. He's having a rough day. He's realizing his New Year's resolutions just aren't working out. He's getting all sorts of feedback from his boss. But he realized his boss is giving him feedback, so Jack not only meets standards but exceeds them. And the feedback he's getting from family and friends, it's not necessary to hurt him, but it's because they want him to do well. They know to see he's not hitting his own goals. Jack was able to take a step back, listen to the feedback his boss was giving him. He made the changes, and 3 months later at that quarterly review, he did fantastic. He was doing excellent. Because he took that, broke down his poor work performance, and rebuilt it in a positive way. Same thing with the feedback on his New Year's resolutions. Even though it wasn't what he wanted to hear, he was able to take that and use it to build up where he's at and get right back on track, so he could not only hit his New Year's resolutions, but probably hit them early as well.